Good day, sir. My name is Vincenti Cabilin from BIT 2D, and today I want to share what I've learned about writing chapter 1 of a thesis, the problem and its setting. This is such a critical part of any research work because it lays down all the groundwork for everything that comes after. First off, I learned that chapter 1 isn't just one big section. It's made up for 7K parts. Let me walk you through each one and what I pick up from each. The first one is introduction. The introduction was really interesting to learn about. I found out that it's not just about saying what the study is about. It has to do so many things. You need to present the problem clearly, point out any unsatisfactory conditions that need fixing, explain why the study is necessary, and even include historical background or geographical details if they matter. And most importantly, it has to link smoothly and actual statement of the problem. I never realized how much thought goes into starting a thesis, right? Next up is the statement of the problem. Here's what stuck with me. You always start with a general problem, then break it down into specific questions. And there are strict guidelines for those questions. They have to be clear, researchable on their own, based on known facts, and when you put all the answers together, they should cover the whole study. No more vague questions for me. I know how to make each one count. But before this, I confuse assumption and hypothesis all the time. But now I get it. Assumptions are things we take as true because they're self-evident. They're often unwritten, especially in descriptive or historical studies. Hypotheses are educated guesses for experimental research. There's the operational form that says the says that there's a difference, and the null form that says there isn't. The null one is used more often. That was a big aha moment for me. The significance or importance of the study taught me the research isn't just about finding answers. It's about showing who benefits and how. I learned to explain things like why the study is timely, what problems it can solve, who will gain from the findings, how it adds to what we already know, and what implications it has. It's all about making the case that your research matters in the real world. The next is scope and delimitation. Scope and delimitation is all about setting boundaries, which I now see is so important to keep your study manageable. You have to state the purpose, what you're studying, where you where you're doing it, or who you studying, and when you recollecting data. And don't forget limitations. These are things you can't control, like how respondents might have different perceptions of things. Being honest is about limitation makes your study more credible. Finally, the conceptual framework. This is like the blueprint for your research. I learned that it's your own take on the problem, built from what you've read in other studies and theories. It guides everything you do, and if you want to make it easier to understand, you can turn it into a paradigm, a diagram that shows how all the parts connect. Not every thesis has one, but it's a great way to make your thinking clear. Overall, what I've learned most is that chapter 1 isn't something you rush through. Every section has a purpose, and when you do it right, it creates a strong foundation that makes the rest of your thesis work easier. It's all about being clear, organized, and making sure every part connects to the main goal for your research.